Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, where we delve deep into the world of real estate with your host, the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Eddie Rudiger.
Good morning and welcome to Get Real with Eddie. I am Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialist with, of course, Nancy Valley here in the studio, also from Exit Real Estate Specialist. Nancy, how are you?
I am well, thanks.
How are you doing to the new morning format?
I hate coffee cures everything.
Oh, why? You always got to go to the coffee.
I know, but I love coffee. What can I tell you?
It's gross.
It's so amazing.
Oh, it is not. It is not.
Nectar of the gods. I need coffee.
I'm not doubting that. So, Ernest...
Why do you think I keep this perky personality? It's coffee.
That's what you call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Wonderful. All right. So, Ernestine Sue from MNBC, right? Was CNBC. CNBC.
Wrong CBC.
Wrong NBC, yes.
Yeah.
Had an article about a gentleman, Shu Matsu, 38-year-old, who has built a $2 million real estate portfolio, according to documents seen by CNBC. It was a pretty cool story. It came out back in mid-September, and I wanted to just touch on it because this I think is an extreme case.
Yeah.
But it does show you the power of real estate and the power of compounding interest and how you can grow and build a portfolio. And in this gentleman's case, he doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, at 38.
38. So, he achieves financial freedom, of course, over about 7 years. 38 years old, consistently pouring over 40% of him and his wife's dual income into real estate investing. He has about a $2 million portfolio, 6 rentals properties in the United States, and 3 in Japan. I find that interesting. He originally is from Japan. He moved to the United States at 15. He got married to Christina at 2017. They were looking at a lot of stocks and bonds and stuff, ETFs, originally. He said, we found real estate and we kept talking about it, and then we decided that we can live off of one income. They chose to live off of Christina's income from her teaching and save off of Shu's salary for their first property. For us, we were super fortunate to be able to do that, having relatively high-paying jobs, and at the time, we just saved quite a bit, said Matsu. The couple ended up saving over $250,000.
That's a lot of dough in just a very short
That's
time.
some big salaries. I'm just saying.
That's a good-sized salary.
Yeah. In 2018, him and his wife purchased their first property, a duplex, for $216,500, according to documents. In September 2022, he was laid off from his company, and they shut down the business division that he worked in. After looking at his finances, he realized he no longer needed an office job. He said, so after I was let go from the startup, I had a choice to go back to the corporate world or start something of my own. Ultimately, he decided that he wanted to spend more time with his family, and he chose to forego the corporate world. He since then started a YouTube channel. Shocking.
Yeah, seems to be the thing to do.
100,000 subscribers in 2023. He started his real estate consulting business post-Florida or post-financial independence. Post-FL.
No, I
FI.
Post-FI.
Post-FI. That's why I said post-Florida. It's not post-Florida. It's post-FI. I'm never going back, he said. Achieving that financial independence is absolutely important, but retiring and not having to work ever, I realized it's not something that I wanted. I wanted to engage work that I didn't need to retire from. So, pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
A couple tips he had in here. He advised read books, attend seminars, learn from others who have achieved similar goals to yours. And then he said, stay frugal. Save more than 50% of your income. That's huge.
Well, the fact that they were able to do that, it's pretty unusual because most couples really can't afford that.
To save 50% of your income?
Yeah.
That's
not everybody.
No, that's not everybody. I mean, but this does show the potential of real estate investing.
Sure. So it might take you more than a couple of years because they were able to sock a bunch of money away.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you twice as long. Well, it still gets you set up in a position that maybe you can't fully retire from, but you're going to get income. You're going to be able to, when you do retire from your 5-day-a-week job, you'll be in a position that you can live comfortably.
Absolutely. And right now, even if you're investing just into your own residence, it's a big, big win. Because buying beats renting in 22 major U.S. cities. That's right, according to a recent study from Zillow, in 22 of the 50 largest metro areas, monthly mortgage payments are now lower than the rent payment.
Yeah.
Guess who made the list?
Besides my second favorite town in the world?
New Orleans and Chicago.
Yep, top two. Just saying.
Typical rent payment in New Orleans, since it's one of Nancy's favorite places to go, yes. $1,652. Typical mortgage payment, $1,206, a savings of $446. Chicago, typical rent payment, $2,074. Typical mortgage payment, $1,640. Monthly savings of $434.
That's a chunk of dope. Just saying.
That's a chunk of dough. I don't know where you're getting a mortgage right now of $1,640 though. So these must be pre-existing mortgages. But this is why you buy now. Yeah, renting might look cheaper now, but long-term renting is more expensive.
Okay, the analysis used Zillow data to compare the cost of monthly mortgage payments to the typical rent payment among 50 largest U.S. metro areas. Analysis assumed 20% down and 6.5% interest and a 30-year fixed.
So actually, you can get that in this market.
You can get that in this market.
I mean, that's not completely impossible. The 20% down could be a challenge for some individuals.
But it's fairly doable. Fairly doable.
Rental and mortgage figures don't include the cost of insurance or property taxes. So they took the insurance and taxes out of these numbers.
Yeah.
So that's also why the numbers are a little low. Because even a rent payment for Chicago for $2,074 seems low.
That's low. Yeah.
They try to make this a even keel scenario as much as possible.
Yeah.
Mortgage rates have eased off their peak home prices and have moderated. And inventory has ticked up. Affordability has improved significantly. This is what's making the rental market once again challenging, and it's better to buy than it is to rent.
Yep.
Senior economist at Zillow, how would you say that one? Orphe?
Orphe Duvernay.
Orphe Duvernay. I'll go with that. Orphe Duvernay states, for those who can make it work, home ownership may come with lower monthly costs and the ability to build long-term wealth in the form of home equity, something you lose out on as a renter. With mortgage rates dropping, it's a great time to see how your affordability has changed and if it makes more sense to buy than rent. It does.
It does. You cannot get equity when you rent. So right from the get-go, you were paying yourself right from the get-go.
And you're paying for all the repairs on the property. People sit there and going, well, it's going to need a new roof. I don't have to pay for that. I don't have to pay for a new furnace.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't pay for those. Numbers are already calculated into the rental cost.
I'm a landlord. I'm not paying for that. You are.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
The property's going to make me money, not lose me money.
Yeah. And where do you think that's coming from? It's coming from my renters. Absolutely. That's just how it works. You're paying for it.
Which gets into, do you buy now or wait? This has been the big thing going on. I've got a couple people that are like, well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I think waiting is not the right move.
No.
All right? But, okay, number one, should I hold out for even lower mortgage rates? You could wait for rates to keep coming down, but a lot of people will too. Waiting means you'll have to compete with other buyers to find your next home and higher prices.
I was just going to say, guess what? Home prices are continuing as we show every week. Home prices in all our area markets are continuing to rise. So, yeah, there you go.
Prices keep going up. They keep going up. So all you're going to do is pay more for the house, buy the house now, refinance it later as rates come down. Greg McBride, chief financial analyst at Bankrate, says a further drop in mortgage rates could bring a surge of demand that makes it tough to actually buy a house. Multiple offers are going to be coming back into this market.
We've never stopped.
Well, we got to, in some cases, I've had some properties where I was not in a multiple offer.
Well, okay.
But most, yeah,
most
we
are,
didn't.
and okay, they're not 6 or 8 multiple offers. Maybe it's 2 or 3, but it's still competitive. It's still competitive out there, and it's just going to get more as the rates go down.
This is the big one. Is it better to wait until after the election? History shows home prices typically go up the year after the presidential election, so moving may now be better bet. Prices went up 7 of the last 8 presidential elections. So in 92, 105.5 was the average house price. In 93, it was 109.1, so it went up.
Yep.
96, 122,600, 129. 2000, 147,300, 2001, 157,600. 04, 195,200. 05, 219,000. 08, 196,600. 09 is the only one that went down.
And we all know what happened.
172,100. In 12, we are 177,200. In 13, 197,400. 16, 235,500. By 17, 248,800. That's better than a 10%, $10,000 increase.
Oh, a lot of these are. Look at 2012 into 2013. That was a $20,000 increase.
Yeah.
2004 to 05, again, $25,000 increase. I mean,
and look,
a small amount of money.
2020, 296,700 into 2021, 350,400. That was a $50,000 plus increase. So,
Yeah.
no, waiting till after the election is not the right move.
No. Nope.
Buying a home can be a great long-term investment if you want to put down roots. Buying now allows you to start building equity. So do you plan to live there for a while? The average homeowner gained about $25,000 in equity over the past year.
Over the past 1 year.
Per
1
Core
year.
Logic. 1 year.
1 year. How would you like to make $25,000 without going to work in a year? I think that's pretty darn amazing.
So buying now may be worth it in the long run. When you're looking at the home price performance, December to December, all right, this is as forecasted. This is from the Home Price Economics Survey for quarter 3 for 2024. December to December as forecasted. They are predicting for 2024 to be up 4.73% in the prices. 25, 3.1% increase. 26, a 3.29% increase. 3.75 for 2027 and up 3.88 in 2028. Keeping in mind, this is all national numbers. We're seeing higher numbers already right now locally.
Yeah, I was going to say locally, we're double that.
Yeah, we're about 6% in a lot of the markets.
A couple of markets were at 8.
8 and 10. So, I mean, it's...
Yeah, so
it is worth making the move now than waiting and paying more for the house for the same house.
and you're gaining that equity now rather than putting it off. That's that much more in your pocket.
That equity goes to your pocket versus that equity coming out of your pocket and you paying for it.
Right. And you're actually paying for it twice because you're paying to rent. You're paying your rent to the landlord, and then you're paying again because the house costs more.
So putting those percentages into play, if you had a $450,000 house, all right, in January of 2024, by January of 2025, it's worth $471,285. 26, $485,942. 27, $501,929. 28, $520,752. And 29, $540,957,000. That is almost $100,000 increase. It is a $90,957 increase to the T.
In 5 years.
In 5 years, you're making $90,000.
Passive income.
This is why owning your own home is so important. The numbers, the history, everything shows that buying now, right now in this market, is the right move. If you're renting, buy your first home. If you own a home, look at an investment property.
Yeah.
Huge opportunities. It just makes sense.
Absolutely.
The mortgage report says, given the intricacies, I couldn't get that out today, of the current market, it's more important than ever to stay informed and up to date about housing market conditions. That's why you listen to this show. Whether you're looking to buy or sell in the remaining months of 2024, having a professional guide you through the process can make all the difference. So, yeah, I mean, I think if you are in a position where you want to buy, you want to invest, have a conversation. If it's not with me or Nancy, that's fine. Call your trusted advisor. If you don't have one, I'd love to talk to you. Nancy would love to talk to you.
I love to talk real estate.
It's fun.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Such a real estate nerd.
Yeah.
Such a nerd.
It's
interesting. It's just cool. I don't know.
It is the biggest historical investment that has changed lives generationally.
Yes.
It's generational. Generational wealth is created out of real estate more than any other investment out there.
Yes.
And having real estate in your portfolio, having real estate, and I get it. I don't want to be a landlord. That's just crazy. You're right. It's a lot.
It
It can be a lot.
It's a lot.
Guess what? We have property management companies we can refer you to. So guess what? You're not a landlord anymore. They're the landlord. You're the investor.
Yes.
There is a difference. I am an investor. I am not the landlord. I have the same property management company that I would recommend running my property every day. Because honestly, I'm a horrible landlord. I don't have time to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I hire a professional to do it. Yes, there is a cost. But overall, I come out ahead.
Yes. And again, you're going to run numbers and do all that before you make that decision so that you know what the cost of doing business is. Yeah?
Yeah. So it makes a huge difference to having real estate as part of your investment strategy. I'm not saying it should be the only thing. I get it. You should have stocks, you should have bonds, retirement, 401k, all of that stuff. But think about it. You buy 5 $200,000 houses over the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Each of those properties in the next 5 years go up $90,000. That's $500,000 you just made in equity. And you're renting those properties out. You're not making the monthly payment.
Right.
So they're now paying these properties down for you. What's your investment?
Yeah.
You're talking for your first property, you're probably talking 40 or 50 grand down for a $200,000 house.
Mm-hmm.
That is achievable by some people. I'm not saying it's easy to do. I'm not saying it's like gonna be a cakewalk. 40 or 50 grand is a lot of money to come up with.
Yes, it is.
No doubt about it.
No doubt. But start saving. Start and get yourself into a home. And then you can turn around and use equity
From your current house.
from your current house to turn around and purchase a rental property.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when things really start to get interesting.
Yep.
Yep.
That's how I started the office, folks. We pulled an equity line on my rental property.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we've got to fund the new office to get going.
Yep.
I mean, there's other things you can do with equity.
Sure.
We've talked about putting kids through, or anybody through school, not just kids, but putting people through
putting
school.
yourself through college.
Starting a new business, all of these things you can do with the equity in your home. But it starts with your first property. It starts with your own personal thing. So, we're very passionate. We believe in real estate. There's no doubt about it. So, what town are we talking about numbers-wise this week?
How about Romeoville?
Romeoville.
We'll talk about Romeoville in a minute.
All right. So we're going to hit a break. And we get back from the break, we're going to go over the numbers in Romeoville. So keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists. And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
You made a smart move to get real with Eddie, helping you make your next smart move into your next home.
All right, you wanted to talk Romeoville. The median sales price in Romeoville is $282,000. That is up 4.4% from last year. The original list price on the median is up 3.6%. $289,900. So these numbers are falling in with what the predictions are from the Home Economic Survey. They're in that 3% range.
That 3 to 4% range.
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't
Feels
even
like it was more though. I don't know why Romeoville just. I was a little surprised by that number when you pulled it up.
I was too. But keep in mind, it's September over September. So
That's true.
I mean, we did have certain markets. We were kind of slow through the summer, and other markets started taking off more than others. So, I mean, I think the market time is probably the reason why. Market time is 12 days in Romeoville on the median. Now, that is up 9.1%. All right, but
By 1 day.
By 1 day. So we talked about this in the past. For those that are new listeners to the morning show here, you got to watch the clickbait. Prime example, last year, the market time was up 22.2%. Yeah, it was 11 days from 9 days. You had nowhere to go but up. So now that you're at another 9% increase, yes, you're up 31% or 32% in market time in Romeoville in the last 2 years. It went from 9 days to 12 days.
Yeah.
Keep things in perspective. Percentage of last list priced and the average, they're getting 101.1%. That might be why.
That's why it feels.
They're on the average, the last list price, they're getting 101.1%. So prices are over list price. They're up 0.5%. So it's a lot more competitive. On the percentage of original list price, on the average, they're getting 100.3%. That's up 0.6%. Contract to closed on the median is 33 days, down 5.7%. Contract to list a contract is down to 7 days on the median, 22.2% down.
That's why it's feeling.
Yeah.
Because it's a real tight market.
So I think these numbers started crunching. I think the number crunch is going to start putting more pressure on October's numbers for Romeoville.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what October looks like.
Month supply is up 10% to 1.1 months. So we're just over a month supply, which is still so low. We're up 10%, but the market supply is so low. Homes for sale. There were 38 units for sale at the end of September. New listings were 524 units. That's up 6.1%. Under contract was 428 units, up 6.7%. And closed sales in the month of September were down 1% to 412 units. Showings to contract on the. Hold on, I'm gonna move that so I can see the thing. On the median was 17 days or 17 showings. That's down 15%, and the showings per listing was down 17.9. That's 12.4 showings per listing. So there's your numbers on good old Romeoville.
Yep.
And what is going on when it comes to the market. Anything jumping out for you? You said the prices you thought were...
I would have thought it was a little bit higher.
Yeah, last year they were up 8%. This year they're only up 4.4%.
Yeah.
The one thing you got to keep in mind, though, is you could have had a property or two, because what was the closed unit? How many closed units did you have in that month? 412 closed units. All right, so it's going to take more than a property or two to skew the number with that many closings. So, but is that per month or is that per the year?
That's per month.
That is per month. That makes sense. 412 closings in Romeoville in a month?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Romeoville's a pretty good-sized town. I mean, really.
Yeah. It's a good-sized town. Yeah, I could see that. So, all right. So, with that, don't fall for these real estate myths. We got some myths to talk about in real estate. Myth number 1, all agents are the same. You might think all agents are the same, so it doesn't matter who you work with, but in reality, agents have varying levels of experience, specialties, and market knowledge, which you can have a big impact on your results. For example, you get much better service and advice from someone who is a true expert in their field, as Business Insider explains. If you were planning to get your hair done for a special event, you'd want to visit a stylist who specifically has experience doing that type of work. You wouldn't make an appointment with someone who primarily does kids' hair. The same concept applies when finding a real estate agent. If you have a smaller budget, you probably don't want to work with an agent who exclusively sells multi-million-dollar properties. And this is true.
That's true.
I remember I was putting an offer in with a person.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the backyard walking, because when I get on the phone, I walk. So I walk around.
Mm-hmm.
The agent turned around, and it wasn't a high-priced property.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking, I think, a $300,000 house.
So, pretty average.
Average house. The agent goes, well, why can't your client afford this property? And I said, excuse me? Yeah, why can't your client afford this property? I said, they can afford it. You have the pre-approval letter there. The lender can call you and talk to you, because I'm very proactive of having the lenders I work with call.
Yep.
No, they fully qualify to buy this property. Well, they're going FHA, so I mean, there must be something wrong. This individual thought because they were an FHA buyer, they couldn't afford it.
I run up against that quite a bit.
And this individual turned around. I said, that's not what FHA is, and that's not why they're going FHA. That was my answer. I go, because right now where the market's at, and at the time, she goes, they're getting a better rate if they do FHA. Well, I don't do FHA. I usually deal with $1 million homes. This is just, I'm doing this as a favor. Then don't do it. That would be my answer.
Yeah. You're out of your wheelhouse.
Yeah. When you're sitting there thinking FHA is a product, that means they can't afford the property, that's not true.
No, that's not true at all.
There's multiple reasons why people do FHA. And there's nothing wrong with an FHA product.
All it means is that the government backs the loan rather than private.
Yep.
Thanks.
And what does it mean to the seller? That means that there is going to be a health and safety component to the appraisal. There's going to be some things that the appraiser's looking for health and safety reasons. The most known and obvious, you can't have any peeling paint in an FHA property.
Yep. Just simple as that.
Number 2, this is a big one, a big myth in my opinion. You can save money by not using an agent.
Yeah, that's a huge myth.
U.S. News Real Estate says, when it comes to buying or selling your home, hire a professional to guide you through the process can save you money and headaches. It pays to have someone on your side who's well-versed in the nuances of the market and can help ensure you get the best possible deal.
Yeah, negotiating deals, paperwork. Are you familiar with terms? Do you know all the lingo? Do you know what each person on the team, the lender?
There is
rules.
There is a belief now, because of the new rules that have come down, that if I just go directly to the selling agent, then the seller is not paying a buyer side commission, because I'm not going to charge a commission. And that may or may not be true. You don't know what the agreement was between the seller and the selling agent. And a lot of selling agents are in their things, if it is an unrepresented buyer, there is compensation additional to the listing side that is owed, because now
they've got to run the file on both sides.
On both sides.
Yes.
You might not have agency, so you're basically going in blind, in my opinion.
Yes.
You're not saving the seller any money, so you're not saving any money. And you have no representation. No one is there to work for your best interest.
That listing agent works for the seller.
Correct. Unless they're in a dual agency situation. In that case, they are now a neutral party. They don't technically work for either. So
nowhere is there anybody to have your back when you go into it.
This myth, I don't think is true, and that is the agents will push you to spend more money. No. I won't.
I won't either.
No, I want to get you closed, and I want you to save as much money. NerdWallet explains, among the things a good buyer's agent will find homes for sale, a buyer's agent will help you understand the type of home you can afford in the current market. Find list homes that match your needs for the price range, and help you narrow your options to the properties with consideration.
I want no one to be house poor. Period.
I agree.
It's horrible.
I agree. Market conditions are the same everywhere, so why do I need a pro? No, they're not. Bankrate says real estate is very localized, and you want someone who's extremely knowledgeable about the market in that specific area.
Right. There's all kinds of local rules and local ordinances that change from town to town, let alone from state to state or major market to major market.
One of the biggest issues in our market. I want to live in Plainfield. Okay. Do you want to live in Plainfield School District? Do you want to live in the village of Plainfield? Because there is a difference.
There is a big difference.
Because if you drive down Caton Farm Road, all of those houses are mailing address Plainfield, School District Plainfield, but they live in the city of Joliet.
Correct.
They do not live in Plainfield. They live in the city of Joliet.
Better known as?
No, don't say it. Don't say it. All right, go ahead.
Joefield.
I hate that word.
I know. But you'd be surprised. Well, you wouldn't be surprised, but the general public would be surprised. How many people will call asking questions about Plainfield and get surprised when they understand that, no, you really don't live in Plainfield.
Yeah, you live in the city of Joliet.
You live in Joliet City.
All right. We're late for a break, so we're going to hit a break, and when we get back, we are going to talk about my listing in Ottawa, and then we're going to talk about the latest builders trend, small and less expensive. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists. And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
Doing everything for you except the moving, and be glad. It's Get Real with Eddie.
We have 720 Orleans Street in Ottawa, Illinois for sale. This home is just massive. 4 bedrooms, 4 bath. It is 4,265 square feet. This 2-story brick home is nestled in the historic east side area of Ottawa, Illinois, just steps from downtown, with amazing their food in Ottawa and the restaurant scene is awesome.
Yeah, my folks used to drive to Ottawa to go to have Chinese food.
We have driven out to Ottawa a couple times to get food. Their food is great. I really do like.
And you're right there close to all kinds of activities and stuff. Ottawa's a cool little town.
It is a cool little town. This property hosts a amazing fireplace. It has a steam room. It has a whirlpool. And of course, it has a indoor pool measuring 20 by 40 feet. Hot tub, sauna, bar. Everything in this property can be yours, including a backyard patio, little oasis setup for $650,000. So this is definitely a property you want to check out. It's 720 Orleans Street in Ottawa, Illinois. You can turn around and call me at 815-823-5478, or you can text your dwellings to 85377 to get all the properties in your area come right to your phone. So, with that being said, new construction is once again pivoting with the market.
Yeah.
Builders are building smaller homes. During the pandemic, home buyers were looking for large homes. Many could afford them. Builders responded in kind. Now, with affordability as tight as it is, builders are turning their focus to smaller single-family homes. Data from the census shows how this trend is starting. So the median square feet in Q1 of 2020 was 2,250 square feet, roughly, just around there.
Nice sized house.
We're right now at 2,104 square feet, a 13.9% decrease.
Well, prices go up, so they have to. Affordability has been a factor.
Yeah.
Face it.
And that's in 10 years. That 13.9% is a 10-year decrease. So it makes sense. And they've started coming down in square footage about 2022. You know, end of the 2022, beginning of 2023 is when they started building a little bit smaller homes. And we're seeing that with some of the builders around here. The new old projects they're finishing out were larger.
Yes.
But the newer stuff coming to the market are definitely smaller homes. The National Association of Home Builders reports home buyers are looking for homes around 2,070 square feet compared to 2,260 square feet 20 years ago. Senior economist at Zillow says not only are cash-strapped buyers continually seeking out lower-cost options, but developers are changing what type and size of home they are producing, trying to meet that need. So how does a new built home help you achieve your home buying goals? A lot of ways it helps you get in. Again, there's some great deals on down payment assistance and lowering the interest rate right now with a lot of builders. But there's subtle differences between the programs. You've got to make sure you're looking at the fine details and comparing apples to apples. I just compared two different builders. Both were doing a 3-2-1 buy down.
Yeah.
But it was a complete difference. One was doing a 3-2-1 buy down at the current rate, so about 6, whatever you qualified for. Let's say 6.2. So you were going to get 3.2 for the first year, 4.2 for the second year, 5.2 for the third year, and then you go to 6.2 for the remaining years of the mortgage. The other builder was doing a 3.2 buy down, but they were doing it from 4.99.
Oh, way big difference.
So you were getting 1.99, 2.99, 3.99, and then 4.99 for the remaining years of the mortgage. That's a huge
difference. Read the fine print, folks. Again, a realtor will help you navigate that.
Absolutely.
They know to look. Yeah.
John Burns, CEO of John Burns Research and Consulting shares, the monthly payment matters more than anything else, and builders have responded with smaller and more efficient homes. And that's true. We've said it before. You do not get qualified to buy a $300,000 or a $400,000 or a $500,000 house. You get qualified for a $2,000 or a $3,000 or a $4,000 mortgage payment.
Yes.
It's all about the monthly payment. That's what they look at. That's what you're qualified for.
Yes.
And these rate buy downs that the builders are doing could put you in a position to buy more house or a better quality house than to buy current construction.
Absolutely.
So that kind of wraps it up for today.
Oh?
I know, it went by fast today.
Yeah.
These morning shows fly.
Yeah.
It's
they
just
do.
like, oh, hey, we're here. Oh, hey, it's time to go. It cracks me up on how quick and how fast, the show seems to go. Maybe it's because I'm fed. I have breakfast. I'm not looking for lunch just yet. Don't get me wrong, I'm thinking about lunch already.
Yeah, you're thinking about your mid-morning breakfast.
My second breakfast?
Yes.
My Hobbit breakfast? I like food, okay?
I noticed. Sitting next to you at installation, you had a full plate.
I did. I went back. Those tacos weren't bad.
Yeah,
And it was different because it wasn't, oh look, we're having chicken for dinner.
Yeah, wasn't that kind of nice to have something else other than chicken?
How was the first 2 days because this is your second day as Secretary Treasurer? How has it been going so far?
So far, so good. I'm very excited to be part of this.
And how many chicken dinners did you have to have going to all the other associations installations?
You know what? I only had to go to 3 others.
That's it. Okay. That's not too bad.
This year.
This year.
Next year, I'll be.
Yeah. As I call it, the rubber chicken tour.
Yes.
So, not that all. Most of them actually do really good. It's just the funny because you go to when you think about it, when you go to a wedding, folks, what's for dinner? Oh, look, chicken. Oh, look, chicken. It's usually chicken because it's easy to make when you're doing that many people.
Well, it's not super expensive.
Yep.
It's easier to make.
Yep.
Most people will eat chicken. Some won't eat beef. Some
Yep.
won't eat pork. But most people will eat chicken of some
Absolutely.
kind. So that's what you get.
It punches all the dots out. So, all right, with that being said, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online at getrealwitheddy.com.
Get ready with Eddie, too.
That too.
Okay.
Getrealwitheddy.com, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, talking about your largest investment, your home.
Thanks for listening. Eddie Rudiger is the designated managing broker and owner of Exit Real Estate Specialists, located at 2750 Caton Farm Road, Joliet. License number 481014247. For questions, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.